Hi, today I want to showcase the geolocation spoofer for Firefox I built, or the AI model built for me. So I had a problem that I'm currently, as you can see, developing inside Firefox, some web applications, and for example, I have some MapLibre-based settings where I want to use my GPS or simulate my user GPS. However, I'm currently not inside the city in Germany, so I needed to change this. The Chrome alternative, you can, or like in the Chrome browser, you can use sensoric overrides to define your GPS location. Firefox doesn't support this like Chrome. So I Googled it a bit and I found this Stack Overflow thread where it's like how to change Firefox locations. There are multiple possibilities. All of them use this about config or the config page, and then you can hardcode some data inside that and some other stuff. I found then this answer, which does the same. It also changes the URL, but then it's using a web service, and then the user added some sample Python API, proxy API, which return JSON-based locations. And I like that since I then can change my locations inside the API and don't need to edit every time this hard-coded string inside the config. So I pasted this answer into Claude on Gemini. They wrote a prototype for it, and then I tested it also. I want to showcase this, so how to use it. The first, you need to set up your Firefox in the correct way. So you make a new tab, and then you type about double and then config, and then you can search for geo dot, and then, for example, I can remove this, I can reset this. There should be some Google API key geolocations URLs, like the geo provider network URL. The answer also mentioned some provider testing stuff to true, but I wasn't able to find this. I just adjusted this URL to paste in my URL, and then I personally also toggled this MS window location to false, but it also works if it's true. So this was just so this is not required. And the most important part is to then restart your Firefox. I won't do this for video capturing reasons. And in the README, I also mentioned, of course, you can self-host this yourself. If you have Docker already on your host machine, you just clone the repository and run Docker Compose up. You need to copy the environment file to have the correct link. And if you don't have Docker installed, you can just clone this repository, go inside the Node.js folder, run npm install, and then node app.js. There's also example db.json provided. And for users who don't want to host this themselves, I also added or hosted this on a subdomain of mine, so you can open this and then you would log in. So everyone, of course, can log in with default credentials. And then we share all of us our default user. And also, as you can see inside the Firefox settings, I added this URL and then username default and password default. So so this works. And as you can see, I can tell you I'm not in the city at the moment, so it does work. And then we could, for example, jump to other locations. However, it's a bit inconvenient, like it doesn't actually live update very fast. I don't know, this is some Firefox issues. I don't know why and how, but you need to restart your Firefox to make the teleporting actually work. And also I added this features to walk to simulate walking so that our position would move. The API returns the changing positions, however, Firefox doesn't track them actually. So yeah, this is a bit sad, but yeah, at least it works. And of course, if you want to have your private uh, account, you can just create account, enter username, and then yeah, login, right click on the map, creates a new POI you can teleport to. You can of course also use all Germany, so actually the whole world. Okay, nice. And then you can also create routes, some tutorials. You can click already present POIs and then some other. Also can make a circle and save the chain. And then you could simulate walking on that chain. However, as I already mentioned, Firefox doesn't actually provide or updates that in that frequency changing this position here. Of course, if you have your own account, you should enter the credentials also here. Otherwise, if some other user would change the default user position, you also would change them. And if you self-hosted yourself, you would just enter the port like that if it's running on that port on your local machine. And that's literally it. Please, if you're using the cloud version, don't try to break it. I hosted myself on the machine. If this crashes, I'm kind of sad, and you won't be able to use it, and other users won't be able to use it. So use it as it's supposed to be used. And I also have some maximum user limits and stuff like that. Maybe also this, as soon as I see some bad actors or something like that, I will shut it down, and then you would need to self-host it yourself. Yeah, that's it. That's how it works. Big shout outs to the guys on Stack Overflow actually. And yeah.